Welcome to the Ask the Expert Show here on AM 1170, The Answer. Each week we talk to local experts in the field of healthcare, legal, financial, and home improvement. Join us every Saturday at this time as we bring you interviews with the top experts in their field. Now here's your host, Todd James.
And welcome to Ask the Expert Show. In studio with us today is Gabriel Carini, founder and CEO of Carini Heating and Air Conditioning, and also Ken Conway from the Hero Program. Gabriel, let's get right into this. San Diego has one of the highest utilities rates in the nation. How can we save money, save energy, and reduce our carbon footprint?
Well, Todd, as you know, this summer was a hot one. And a lot of people here in San Diego suffered. If you had an air conditioning system that's 10, 15, even 20 years old, you saw utility rates extremely high this summer, in excess of $500, $600 in some homes. So what we found is in the home, the system that uses the most electricity tends to be an air conditioning unit. So generally, when you want to reduce your carbon footprint, you want to start with looking at your system, its age, its condition, and if it's an older system, 15, 20 years old, it might be time to look at replacement. There are several other things you can do in the home to minimize that, but that's where it really starts.
I see. So I wanted to ask you, how did you get started in heating and air conditioning in San Diego?
Well, in my family, you are either in law enforcement or you're in HVAC. So I started, swapping out furnaces and air conditioning units during the summer for a family business. And, very grateful that it was a family business. My uncle, before I even got to turn a wrench, got to sit down with him and talk about the importance of taking pride in what you do and, stepping away from a project and feeling proud that you did a good job and being ethical and showing up on time. And I'm very grateful to have those beginnings.
And that's great that you started at a young age and all the aspects. So you started from the ground up.
From the ground up.
That's awesome. So how long have you been involved in the industry in San Diego?
Well, I've been doing HVAC residential for about 20 years now. And we've been, Carini Heating and Air Conditioning has been in business for 10.
Okay. And your website, can you give out your website?
Yeah, our website is www.cariniair.com.
And just for listeners like myself out there, what's the V in HVAC?
Ventilation.
Ventilation there.
Yes.
I got the heating and air conditioning part. But what do you think are the main things that separates Carini from other HVAC companies?
Well, I tell you, like what I talked about before, taking pride in what you do. It's very difficult as companies start to grow to maintain quality and maintain customer service, but we have prided ourselves on the ability to put our customers first. Of course, you have to be in business and make money, but some companies have a tendency to put that as their priority. And for us, our customers are our priority. We rely on referrals, reviews online to build our business. And that's what we started with, and that's what we continue to do. Carini Heating and Air Conditioning has a process that not many companies like ours use. Through a checks and balances type of structure, we're able to provide a superior product to most other companies. We use a quality control inspection process. Our design specialists who will come out and actually do an analysis on the home have been in the trenches. They've installed ductwork. They've done service work. They are not salesmen who have been brought from some other industry and trained how to sell heating and air conditioning. They've done the work. And with that type of experience, we're able to think outside of the box and get creative with these installations.
And with that experience, I'm sure that's why you feel ready to give out that 100% satisfaction guarantee, which I saw on your website.
Yeah, that term I feel is more ubiquitous than organic these days. It's everybody's got a 100% satisfaction guarantee. But what that means to us is that, we don't collect a check. We don't, run off to the bank until our customers are satisfied. And that also means if, we failed in some way, if we've fallen short, if we've made a mistake, it's a priority of ours, that integrity, that follow-up. We're human beings, and this is a construction industry. Mistakes are made. It's how we deal with those after that really separates us from the rest.
For those just tuning in, we are talking to Gabriel Carini, founder and CEO of Carini Heating and Air Conditioning. I saw on your Yelp, you had 4.5 stars. It's very rare you see any businesses with 4 stars. So you got that 4.5, and I saw that you followed up on some of the reviews, and so that's nice that you take the time to make sure that all your customers are happy.
Absolutely. And again, reviews, with the way the internet is these days, every job you've done, every customer that you've interacted with has the ability to go online and write their experience. We've seen some good and some bad out there. Being able to respond to that and let our customers know that we care about them and we care about how their experience has been with us, I think is important. I think responding to people and communicating with them is very important in any aspect of our lives.
And you guys are a member of VBB, correct?
Correct.
And are you also listed on Angie's List?
Angie's List, we are. And we have, I would say, the best, if not one of the best reviews online. Angie's List gives customers the opportunity to get very specific about their experience with a contractor. The great thing about Angie's List is they ask you on different levels what their experience was like, overall, punctuality, price, and it gives them an opportunity to write an explanation. We're very proud of our reputation on Angie's List. In fact, I feel like we have the best reviews on Angie's List of any other company out there.
And I think this day and age, people are encouraged to go online and do their research. What are some of the kinds of things a customer should look at when hiring an HVAC contractor?
Well, when hiring a contractor, period, it's always a good idea to do your research, to go on Yelp, to go on Angie's List, take a look at BBB, see what other customers have seen in them. But most importantly, making sure that the contractor that comes in is playing by the rules. He's pulling permits. He's doing a load calculation on your home to ensure the size of the system that's going in. He's using reputable brands. He's making sure that he's very thorough with contracting. Most people don't understand the importance of contracting. They will take a work order, a simple work order, and sign it and not realize the commitment that they've made to a contractor. California State License Board is where I recommend customers go prior to hiring a contractor in the HVAC industry or any industry. They'll give you several tips on the do's and don'ts about hiring contractors.
And I'm sure if you hire a contractor that's superior than maybe some of the other companies, that in the long run is going to save you money with the quality system they put in, their expertise.
Absolutely. I mean, it goes for many things. If you buy cheaper products, they tend to break faster. If you go with less expensive contractors occasionally, and I'm not saying all the time, but occasionally there's corners cut, especially when guys aren't pulling permits, especially when, the products are inferior. You end up spending more in the long run. With the way that our energy bills have got out of control today, you have to make sure that an installation of an HVAC system is done correctly.
I see. And now for people that are retrofitting homes, that's something you guys do, correct?
Correct.
Now, is that something it's like after a certain amount of time, a house should be looked into, or is it by feel? Like it's not as getting warm as it used to be, or it's not cooling down as it used to be?
Well, a big indicator is that monthly electricity bill.
Okay.
If you're starting to see that electricity bill getting out of control, it's time to look at those things. And it may or may not need to be replaced. There are other areas of HVAC, i.e. duct sealing, insulating your attic, maintaining your system, getting it clean. There are lots of other areas that can really improve the operation of your system. I mean, the most important thing is keeping a filter clean. A lot of people don't realize the importance of that. It's very similar to getting an oil change on your car.
Something real simple like that.
Very simple. Absolutely.
And that's something probably people put on the back burner. Oh, well, my energy bill's going up a little bit, but, after time, that's all going to build up.
Oh, yeah.
That's a waste of money.
It accumulates.
Who likes to waste money?
I don't.
Nobody around here. Later on in the program, you're going to talk about maybe a free offer here to the listeners.
Absolutely.
And have you ever gone into a house and done an energy analysis and found out that everything's perfect, that they don't need anything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, if you're conscientious, you're usually having those things checked out on a regular basis. And we often find customers that we can't do anything else for them. But it's great to have that peace of mind to know that your system is running efficiently and that it's sealed properly.
All right. So like earlier you referenced the car. So it's just like a house. You need to maintain it.
Absolutely.
It's not something you want to just let it go. And then when the problems arise, sometimes it can be a little too late.
It's going to be a lot more expensive in the long run. A filter can run you from anywhere from $5 to $15 at a Home Depot. And if not replaced, it could cost you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars later. Even a brand new system can fail if a filter gets clogged and the system is restricted.
Okay. Well, I'm here in studio with Gabriel Carini, founder and CEO of Carini Heating and Air Conditioning. You can visit them online at CariniAir.com. That's CARINI air.com. Or I encourage you to give them a call at 619-843-0997. And when we come back, I want to talk about what types of applications you generally see in San Diego for heating and air conditioning.
Great.
Here on Ask the Expert Show on 1170 AM, The Answer. Welcome back. I'm your host, Todd James, here on Ask the Expert Show. In studio, we've got Gabriel Carini, founder and CEO of Carini Heating and Air Conditioning. You can visit their website at CariniAir.com. That's CARINI air.com. Or give them a call at 619-843-0997. Back to you, Gabriel. What types of applications do you generally see here in San Diego for heating and air conditioning?
Well, the most popular application here is a central heating and air conditioning system, which consists of two parts. You've got a furnace and a coil that would be located somewhere inside the house and a condenser outside the house, and the air is distributed with ducting. But we're starting to see a trend towards what's known as a ductless mini split system. And if you've traveled South America, Asia, Europe, you may see these units hanging off the wall. The ductless system has really come a long way in designing for higher efficiency. They can be zoned where you have a house that has units in each one of the rooms, and it gives you the ability to condition a space independently of the rest of the house, as where a central system, when you turn it on, it conditions the entire house.
And better efficiency equals saving money?
Absolutely. And also, if you don't have to condition the whole space, if you're only occupying one room, you only have to condition that one room.
Gotcha. And I love your website, CariniAir.com.
Thank you.
And it's very in-depth. You even have blogs.
Oh, yes. We like to blog on the newest technologies, on the do's and don'ts. We find that there are things out there that are advertised that we don't agree with. We find that the technology moves so quickly, it's hard to redesign your website every time something comes out. So we stay active with the blog. We want to get our customers information about what's going on in the industry and get it to them fast.
I saw you had a blog about a month ago about mini split system.
Yeah, the Fujitsu mini split systems have really come a long way. They are starting to become an alternative that is even more advanced than central systems. There are some custom homes that we're working in now where we are able to conceal these units and give each room the ability to control its own heating and air conditioning. That's really, really advanced. Not to mention the retrofitting of historic homes where you don't want to have wall-mounted units on the wall. Fujitsu has systems with concealed type air handlers that you can hide in a crawl space, in a closet, and give yourself the ability to have the technology of a mini split system without the aesthetic impact.
Recently in the news, they've talked about how 2014 has had some of the highest temperatures ever recorded in history.
Yes.
And San Diego seemed awfully hot this summer.
And humid.
Yeah, hot and humid. And my mom, who lives in La Jolla, my mom and father live in La Jolla, they've never had an air conditioner. Now they're looking into getting air conditioning.
Yeah, I've had that conversation with a lot of folks on the coast. And at the coast, we're tending to see the higher humidities. So even in a 80 degree, which is pretty, it isn't too bad as far as temperature is concerned. When you add a high level of humidity to that, it can really become uncomfortable.
Yeah, and so it's like it seems like it's a longer summer.
It has been. It started earlier. It lasted longer. The temperatures were higher, and it was a lot of systems. Let's put it. A lot of systems were failing this year. We saw a lot of systems falling apart. A lot of repairs. A lot of service calls this year because of the lack of maintenance.
When you're retrofitting a home, is it better to do it in the winter or the summer?
It's better to do it in an off season, in the fall and in the spring, when we're not seeing extreme temperatures high or low. most HVAC companies tend to level out as far as their volume of work, and you'll see more incentive programs in the off seasons. You'll see brands that are offering rebates on equipment. It's definitely best. Springtime seems to be the slowest of the months. So before the summer, before your system breaks, get out there and call us, and we'll come out there and do a repair or do a maintenance prior to the summer when you may have to wait. The problem with waiting in the summer is everybody's busy, and getting tended to can take a while.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Once again, that's Gabriel Carini, founder and CEO of Carini Heating and Air Conditioning here in San Diego. You can also visit them at CariniAir.com. That's CARINI air.com. Or I encourage you to give them a call at 619-843-0997. Now, one of the words that's music to a homeowner's ears are incentives. And we've heard a lot about the new county-approved incentive programs that encourage homeowners to install high-energy efficient equipment. Now, Ken, can you elaborate on that?
Sure, Todd. Thanks for having me. The San Diego region enacted the HERO program. The HERO program came out of an act of Congress at the state level. What it does is it offers homeowners a cheap and affordable way to do home improvements. Now, the catch is that anything you do on your home, it has to save you money as it relates to energy efficiency. We have criteria where they have to be meet certain standards as far as energy efficiency, or they have to be water conserving. So when people are looking to do energy efficient products, they do have to make an investment, right? And so the program allows homeowners to make an investment that saves them money. They're not necessarily making these improvements because the units are dead and not working.
Okay.
They're using it because their electricity bills are high, and they're trying to figure out how they can save some of that money.
What does HERO stand for?
Yeah, the HERO program stands for the Home Energy Renovation Opportunity. The reason that we've done already $50 million in finance projects since July is because there's a lot of features to HERO that you can't get anywhere else. Okay, so one of the features is that the actual project will be financed on the property, and that we do that by way of the property tax bill.
Okay.
And so no one wants to raise their property taxes, but what they do want to do is take that property tax bill to their tax accountant and write it off at the end of the year. So when we say the word incentive, we're talking about putting it on the property tax bill so they can participate in that advantage, that tax benefit.
How did you become an expert in this?
Well, I saw this as kind of the magic bullet, if you will. There's all these great products like these high efficient HVAC units, or Carini does these high efficiency windows and solar. And the question was, why isn't solar on every roof? And the answer is that a lot of folks didn't have the money to make that investment, right? So we make it very easy for people. We provide an incentive through putting it on the property tax bill, attaching to the property. Sometimes people don't want to make an investment in their home because they don't know how long they're going to be there. If you've owned a home before, Todd, you know that when you move, the property tax bill stays with you, and you don't have to pay off, a credit card or any other kind of financing method. So there's a lot of bells and whistles that are involved with HERO. We also have 5, 10, 15, 20-year terms. So we make the term, fit with whatever your goals and objectives are. Some folks say, hey, in 10 years we want the home paid off. We want everything paid off. They've got that for you. If you want your lowest monthly payment so you can afford energy efficient products, then we can go out longer for you. So we have a lot of things, and we make it really quick and easy. And then we set the bar very high for our contractors so that homeowners get the peace of mind, and they can trust the contractors that we bring to the table through the HERO program. So
that's important, having a peace of mind.
Correct.
That's priceless.
Mm-hmm.
So are heating and air conditioning products available through the HERO program?
Absolutely are, yes. We actually have quite a few things. We do have high standards. We do have a consumer protection plan. So we do make sure that the homeowners can trust their contractors, which is why Carini is a good partner of ours. We do require them to pull the permits. So we have a lot of things like price controls and things and high standards for our contractors, which is why Carini is a good fit for us.
Well, it sounds like an awesome opportunity for homeowners out there. Definitely take advantage of that. And Gabriel, does Carini offer anything outside of HVAC products?
We actually are partnering up with other subcontractors with the Hero program to provide a full package of services. We've seen a lot of windows and tankless water heaters and solar projects being done. So we're offering those paired with other Hero-approved contractors to provide the full service for our customers.
That's great. I mean, people really need to, one, save money. With San Diego's high utility rates, it's being one of the highest in the nation is ridiculous. We need to save money. And also, it's really important to reduce our carbon footprint. So
absolutely.
It's a win-win.
It is. And it's time. If solar is on the forefront for you, it's time to look at those types of things. The 30% rebate is going to end at the end of 2015. So if this is something that you're looking at, your HVAC system needs to be replaced, your water heater's outdated, take advantage of the Hero program. Take advantage of the tax incentives that are involved in it and get some good quality contractors out there to take care of you.
Great advice. Was something you wanted to offer to our listeners?
Yeah, we wanted to offer to your listeners, if they call in and they mention the show, we want to offer them an energy analysis. And that entails looking into those things that we just talked about, looking into their electricity bills, looking into their water consumption, their gas use, taking a look at their HVAC systems, and offering them some opportunities and also some prices to make those replacements or make those changes or maintenance.
Can we tell our listeners the value on that?
Yeah, it's valued at over $600.
Jeez.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So give us a call. We'll send out one of our design specialists. We'll take a look at the home, and we'll do an analysis on the home. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Well, all the homeowners out there listening that want to save money and equally as important want to reduce their carbon footprint, you need to contact Carini Heating and Air. Go to CariniAir.com, CARINI air.com, or give them a call at 619-843-0997. Gabriel, Ken, it's been a pleasure having you on. Ask the Experts here on KCBQ 1170 AM, The Answer. We'll look forward to having you on again.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.